It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day.
Hey yo, what up? What up? This your boy JD Jones, and I'm one of your hosts here at Neighborhood Talk.
And I'm your other host, Mocca on the block.
What's up, Mocha? How you doing over there tonight?
Pretty good, man. I just ate a lot. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Was it Taco Tuesday for you too?
No, man. I had some rotisserie chicken.
Okay, that works too. My kids won't let me live Taco Tuesday down. They spoiled, but you know how we do here at Neighborhood Talk. We want to welcome all of our listeners and our supporters around the world. But allow me to introduce ourselves. We go by the newest, latest, and soon to be most influential Web3 platform to ever exist.
And let me inform y'all about Neighborhood Tales if y'all want to know a little bit more about the project. So Neighborhood Tales is an NFT collection of 10,000 survivors from the Liberty Owl experiments conducted by Steven Caesar Press and Jinmod Inc. That's 10,000 patriarchs and matriarchs from various diverse neighborhoods in Liberty Owl who have escaped the clutches of Jinmod Inc. and fled to the outskirts of Liberty Owl. They remain there until their offspring are born, at which point they'll band together in an effort to recapture Liberty Owl and overthrow Caesar. Also, within Liberty Owl, you'll own everything from weapons, real estate to vehicles. So, y'all don't want to miss out whenever we drop.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Appreciate that, Mocha. Yo, not only is this our space to talk about our newest and latest projects, such as Neighborhood Tales, as Mocha just described, but we share our space with the dopest guests, and tonight happens to be no exception. Hey, Mocha, let our listeners know who we have the privilege of hosting tonight.
Yes, so tonight we have founder of Swaggy Lines NFT project. We have JD.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going?
Good man, how you doing?
There's JD.
I'm alive, baby.
You
We're
know,
here. It's another
best,
day.
yeah, best for the best. Hey, man, let our listeners know where you're from. And
So I'm from New York. I'm from you guys probably know it as Rockland County. I'm from New York. I've been in New York pretty much all my life. I lived in Connecticut for a little bit, but now I'm back in New York. So
dope. We got a lot of New York people on the line too.
Yeah.
Chiz. We always have a debate about silly New York, topics, but so we might get into that with you tonight. So
yes, sir. Because it's
yeah,
funny, right? You want something interesting? Here's something that's good for you guys, right?
all
So
right.
you guys don't claim us, but Benny the Butcher and them don't claim us either because they way up there. So we're like in the in between. So no one really claims us. We're the ones that are just free floating by ourselves. You know?
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Much respect to New York. I thought you were about to say y'all don't claim us, but the world claim us. And that's facts too. Everybody growing up where I'm from Detroit, man. Everybody wanted to go to New York, so it's a real thing, man. So talk to us about NFTs and how you even got into them, man.
So yeah, so my story is pretty simple. So I actually started pretty much exactly a year ago. My journey started in August. One day I picked up my phone. I said, I'm going to dive into this NFT thing and before everyone else does. Like I just decided I'm going to just full-fledged my whole attention into what is to come. That's literally how it started. You want me to keep going? I'll go
Yeah.
into mode for you guys.
Keep going.
All right, so around mid-August, I started just jumping into spaces because that's really when Twitter Spaces really came out and started popping off after Clubhouse. I just started jumping in hella spaces and no one really knew what they were talking about yet because that was when it was super fresh. So every space had new knowledge and that was when life was beautiful. And everyone was here to learn. Everyone was here to grow. It was a wonderful thing in the beginning. It was as if no one was ruggers, right? So to continue, that's when I really started finding key developer people. I met I don't know if you guys ever met Dustin from Chronic Cats. He's the founder of Chronic Cats, Metaversity, etc. I found him then. He just happened to be doing stuff on Procreate, just drawing stuff on Procreate. He wasn't even a full stack developer yet. So one day we were in a space just talking about, I want to make a token, and I wanted to make a token. He was like, no, I want to make a smart contract NFT. So we just parted ways because I was more into crypto at the time. But I just started diving in. I got a couple of good flips, apocalyptic apes. I was a flipper first, not someone who dove into the art of it. Right. So
Right.
once I started learning the culture behind it and really seeing things and being quote unquote a curator, I started growing a nice little following. I started with like 5,000 followers, so I think now I'm at 11. And yeah, I was known as the curator guy. I started curating spaces myself and doing things until the point Baron Davis actually found us, hit me up, asked us for a little help with Black Santa. So we did the whole thing with Black Santa, and that just gave me a boost of confidence. Like, you know what? What is something that I wanted to do? What's something that I really want to do? Right? I had this project I was working on in real life with minors anyway.
Yeah.
So I said, why not fuse my concept of mining with the NFT so I could actually work on the bigger picture? Because the point of me doing the mining in real life, aside from NFTs, was one for me to attain financial freedom or the ability to move freely or be considered self-sustaining.
Yeah.
I started getting my friends involved. So I started asking them like, hey, put this down and we'll move forward and you guys will be able to get, monthly ETH at the time because we were mining Ethereum before Ethereum 2 changed. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
From there, I just had super confidence. I started diving into these classes with blockchain. I started writing my own smart contracts. I'm a guy, I don't like asking anyone to do anything. If I feel like I could do it, I'm going to do it myself. So I just started picking up books, YouTubes, hash lips. Everyone knows hash lips. That's where everyone starts first. Then you work your way around to do custom things. I started building my own smart contracts, D applications. And so I mixed the mining with Swaggy Lines to create a self-sustaining ecosystem for the bigger picture. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to scale my mining farm. But I want to actually dedicate a portion of the mining farm to Swaggy Lines so that other people on a smaller scale could just attain NFTs over time, which you would have to attain 10 NFTs. And then once you attain those 10, once I do my monthly snapshot, I could just do a payment splitter and you guys would have monthly rewards based off of just participation. So I formulated that into the actual wording, etc. I'm just going through the whole idea right now. So it's
Sure. Yeah.
from start to finish for the story mode. So yeah, I put that together. I started packaging things. The people that I crossed from the journey from August literally to today, I started backpedaling, say, hey man, we did this together, pull up. Yo, me and you did this together, let's do this. And then I just had all of the love in the world that people were just very supportive about it. And so it kind of went full circle for me where people were actually sharing and those are really my first holders, the ones that I helped or did spaces with and etc. So now we're here. We Swaggy Lines dropped July 7th. We did not sell out, but I'm not doing marketing. We'll get to that. I'll pause right here for any questions.
Man, you just dropped a lot of gems on us. I had no idea you working on the Black Santa project with Baron Davis. We had Baron Davis here on episode 2 here at Neighborhood Tales, and he just dropped all the gems about Black Santa. But man, that's dope to know you worked on that project.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Guy.
Yeah, speaking of Swaggy Lines, like where did the idea come from?
The lines itself?
Yeah, like the entire project that you created.
Okay, so the Swaggy Lions itself came from a flip of what I kind of represent in real life. So in real life, I have a company called House of Kings Co. So I put a flip on it where I said I don't want to bring that into that realm and just represent crowns and royalty and just be typical. I said, you know what? I want to go against the status quo. And at that time, I also wanted to go against Lazy Lions, just to be honest. um, I saw a field that was open. I said, royalty, what animal represents royalty in my eyes? I said, okay, there's a lion. How can I flip a lion into something that is different, that's not 3D all the way, but that's not 2D either? So there's a unique feel to it where it's kind of a 2D, 3D picture if you really zoom in. And each layers, like the cats actually represent my daughter's passion. She loves cats. She helped with certain layers. So some of them may seem a little more cartoonish than others, but yeah, so she helped with all the kitties and the designs for the cat portions of my lines. If you look at the Swaggy Lion icon at the bottom, there's a white mask and a white tail. She actually did those. But each of the styles on the layers just represent a portion of things that crossed in my life and also in the designer's life, who is also my friend. That's the only person I really outsourced because he's just amazing. Steve LeBones, you guys, whoever's in Brooklyn, guys probably know Steve LeBones. That's the dancer with the Bones mask that did the Beyonce show and everything. Great, humble dude. He's dope. Makes great installations. He's like a Virgil Abloh almost. So to move on from the layers, Swaggy Lions Club, I wanted to make a club. I wanted to make a community that I didn't feel existed at the time. So for me, I wanted a close-knit community that did not have marketing. Why? Because I literally wanted to be word of mouth. I wanted to be word of mouth where, hey, you pop in the same way everyone I was talking to, hey, I got minors. Oh, yeah, you want to come on over and start learning about the minors? Come on over. People started coming on over. So that's the same concept I took with Swaggy Lines. I did the word of mouth things. I only do spaces. You never see a promo ad. You'll never see it paid. Me paying these guys 5 each just for them to tweet something. Nope, not doing that. I decided I'll take the slow route if it has to be a slow burn, because at the end of the day, I already proved my point not selling out since July. And I already did 4 months of payouts to the holders that already do have 10, and we're still self-sustaining and we're still here after ETH 2.0 and a bear market. So I think I proved my point in the whole self-sustaining portion and the part without marketing. Question.
No, it's dope. Like you stood on your own and you still here.
Right. So now to get a little more detailed, Swaggy Lines, the belief, the lore, and everything. So Swaggy Lines itself, 5,555 lines on the Polygon blockchain. I picked the Polygon because I actually believe in what Polygon stands for, as if you take a step back in third person and see the strategic plans that Polygon has. Also, before ETH 2.0, with them being cheaper, they have the contract with Instagram. They're the ones that actually host Facebook's Meta on the Oculus, and majority of the Oculus apps, including V-Bucks on Epic Games, is all a part of the Polygon network. For those who aren't too in depth with it or educated about it. So if you do the research, they're making the plays to really connect Web 2 into Web 3. So I'm thinking about the future when this actually does get hot and people would like to switch and have an easy integration. Who's the first one they're going to look at? They're not going to look at Solana. So that's what I was thinking about, as a person who actually knows blockchain. That's why I chose Polygon. So I decided to do on my roadmap, the main pie is the mining, of course. So over time, the more you stack NFTs, if you have 10, you get a portion of rewards. So every 10 is another tier of rewards that you would receive every month. And as we grow, if you attain 100 or more, we can have the conversation of you owning your own miner. You can come see it, visit it, etc., etc. Part two of the roadmap is the fact that we were going to introduce the whole staking concept, active staking, where you could deposit your NFTs, of course, and you would get swaggy bucks. Over time, you would earn swaggy bucks. The goal, as I stated in before, self-sustaining ecosystem is the community actually is a bunch of developers over time, because of the people that come in are actually people who want to grow within NFTs. So they are the ones volunteering to say, hey, you need help with this D app, or hey, you need something to do with this. So people are coming aboard, participating in the ideology of we will continue to create the D apps necessary to keep up with the game, to keep up with all type of ecosystems. So we want to actually make a marketplace that you can use the swaggy bucks. So for example, let's say you guys decided to make a Neighborhood Tales toy, like an actual toy. You teamed up with that Funko Pops people, made a little bobblehead of one of the
Yeah.
neighborhood, you know? And I'll say, hey, we have 5. We purchased 5. So if you have 10,000 swaggy bucks from overtime, you guys can claim, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I want to make it fun, almost lottery style, because I'll pause there. Any questions?
It's dope, man. You got a great story, man. We can switch gears just a little bit, but not too much, man. This is fire,
Yeah,
man.
that's
I'm
why I was like,
enjoying
let
it.
me pause, because I get passionate. I start going.
No, I can hear it, man. We need that in Web3, man. You talked about integration, man. We got more questions for you though, man. So, as far as the NFT market, like, where do you see it in the next 12 months? What's your perception of it?
So realistically, over the next 12 months, I still feel we may be kind of where we're at, but the builders are going to really start to stick out. So those who really, can I give a shout out? I don't know if this is recorded, and I don't know if I'm able to give certain.
Nah, go for it.
Yeah, so I have to give it to Puzzle Punks right now. I was actually a hater at first. I was like, oh, here comes another punk collection. But no, actually watching them grow and see the motions and how down to earth the team is, and they already raised 600 and something ETH in their vault, and the ability that anyone who has a certain amount of packs get land plots. You can integrate your NFT community. It's great to see the growth from them starting only with the packs, and the packs turning into the metaverse land and into the vault where they're actually doing things in real life to save lives and etc. So I have to give that shout out. So you're going to start seeing more NFT collections do more utility related things like that, or you're going to see more mining collections pop up. I already see some Bitcoin miners popping up. I see because a few collections popping up that have real utility. So I feel that we're going to enter not the PFP stage anymore. We're going to go from stage.
You cut out. Um, yeah, you had cut out.
Utility stage. We're going to go from the PFP stage to the utility stage.
Gotcha. So I did want to ask you, like, what NFTs do you own now? I know you say you start out as a flipper.
So, as of right now, I have a few V friends. I have a few OK ducks. I have non-code ducks. I had a mutant. I had to liquidate. Um, what else do we have that you guys may know? We have a lot of the first round that were dope that ended up dying, sadly, just to be honest. But the good flip ones that were like the mutant ape, the apocalyptic ape, because I bought the apocalyptic ape. It was like buy 2, get the third one free, and then it was only 0.04. It went up to like 4 ETH. The V friends were sitting at 10 ETH at a time, and that one was based off just buying the books. So that was a mission. So you guys want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, tell us something we don't know.
So speaking of utility, let me tell you about this guy real quick with the whole. We had to buy 300 books in order to get a certain amount of points to be able to claim only 3 raffle tickets to be able to claim 2 NFTs. Uh-oh, did I cut out?
Yeah, no, you just muted. That's all good. You say 3 raffle tickets?
Oh, yeah, so 3 raffle tickets just to claim 2 NFTs.
Oh no! And how much was these raffle tickets?
No, like it all led to each other, but you see how diluted it became? 300 books.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you don't want to do too much to get to it, especially like if you're new into the space. It can kind of like, oh, I gotta do all that.
Right, and that was a whole team effort. That was like 5 of us.
Nah, it's too much in my opinion. Neighborhood tales ain't doing that.
That's funny. Hey, yo, JD, can you talk to us about, what a community traded portfolio is?
Yeah, of course. So a community traded portfolio, there's actually 2 ways to go about it. When it comes to, so community traded portfolios, depending if you have your governance set up the correct way, you could go 2 routes that I know of. I don't know about anyone else, but I know of 2 routes that you'll fall in line and you won't get bothered by if they ever do decide to take that Fed route, if you know what I'm talking about. So to stay protected, the way to do it is you would have to set up a separate wallet, of course, and you have to get your ENS and have a snapshot or a governance built around it so that the community can go vote. So community traded portfolios, you'll hold, depending on what you're holding, you can hold physical assets, you can hold digital assets, you could trade. Trading's a little more difficult, but it could be done. I actually know third parties. If those of you are interested, I can send you some links that actually do. It's more of the long-term portfolio holding where you can buy XRP in bulk, Bitcoin in bulk, hold it for a couple of months, etc. But I was talking more about daily because if you actually do know me, I do day trade and I'm a bank manager during the day. So, and my group, I do have a vault. We call it the vault. So with our vault, profits were split into the vault, of course. And in that vault, the community does whatever they would like to do with it. So you would put up a vote. Let's say you want to purchase, like, hey guys, would you guys like to purchase this much Bitcoin and can we day trade for 4 days XRP/USD? You'll get your feedback over time based on how many wallets would vote. From there, you'd be able to do your action. The risk with it, of course, you're going to have complainers because these are the things that people are not going to talk to you guys about. You're going to have the few complainers that feel some type of way sometimes where they're like, but that's when I just honestly tell them, then I feel that maybe you should withdraw your holdings within the vault and or not try to participate at that point in time. But it's pretty self-forward because if you hold yourself accountable and you hold the team accountable for the trades, because there's only 2 of us who really trade, touch the trades, but the voting is done through the snapshot, through the community. I make sure to let everyone know what's going on thoroughly through announcements, etc. Sometimes we'll do Zooms or videos. So everyone on the team that's a part of the trading portion knows real time what's going on at all times. Any questions around that?
No, man.
I just thought it was like fascinating, like, because you hear about, well, I know about like governance and things like that. I even created a DAO. It's not really nothing, but to
Right.
have,
They make it sound like the DAO portion's not. that it's not as hard as individuals think it is.
Yeah,
Continue.
it's not, but it's just I thought that was like intriguing to where like you have it set up that way. Cause you just hear about like governance as far as like something else other than like uh tokenized assets and things of that nature.
Right. And right now, what I'm actually trying to do, I'll drop some gems for you guys. Because I'm big on supporting the ecosystem. So I'm actually trying to figure out a way to talk my way into this exchange on Polygon there's one called G Trade and the other one's called MetaVault.trade. If you want to look those two up, they're like your Trading View, MetaTrader 4, or like Fidelity trade account style. You connect with your MetaMask. I'm trying to see if I can get Swaggy Bucks on there so people could actually use the Swaggy Bucks to trade. That would be so dope.
That would be fire.
Right. So then they could just trade themselves because let's talk about that. Since we're talking about trading, we're talking about all this. Let's talk about regulation real quick. Um, I'm just transparent with you guys because we are of one community that I know we're pretty much all from New York, and I'm familiar with many faces here. Uh, but I'm not supposed to say like payouts, cash, or paid Ethereum. You're all getting the reward. So in long term, I'm changing the game plan as I'm changing the fact that we're mining Ethereum to Ergo. So for those who didn't know, Ethereum 2 came out. Those who were mining Ethereum pretty much asked out and had to find something else to mine. The highest mining rewards right now is Ergo, Lush, Ethereum Cash, and Ravenscoin. So a lot of people are hopping over to these four. The hash rate went up a lot. Um, with regulation in trading and regulation in mining and regulation in dividends, you have to be careful on your wording. So you can use rewards as a wording, but also try to set up a system that makes it make sense, that it's not seeming like it's just dividend payouts, because then the future that everyone's supposedly talking about that may come, that made a lot of collections are going to be in trouble. But because they're not licensed as a security. So my cover up is for us is the fact that we do our rewards is going to be through Swaggy Bucks only soon. So then you'll be able to go to something like Quick Swap or Uniswap and handle that on your own, so that the liability goes away from the community. And now it's just the fact that you're not using it within the ecosystem to buy that neighborhood toy. You're going outside of the community to exchange it for actual cash rewards. Any questions so far?
Oh man, it's good.
Nah, that's a gem right there. Um, hey, I thank you for giving that gem because after that Kim Kardashian scandal, like with what she had going on with I think the promotion of some type of tokenized asset. I want to say NFT, but um, she got fined heavily.
Yeah,
So we got to watch out for those SEC regulations and everything of that nature.
yeah,
IRS isn't playing.
All right, always have that disclosure page. Even if you don't um, sell anything, I still put up that you're buying NFTs at your own risk, that the floor price is not dictated by me, because I have, even on the Swaggy page on the main website, I put up a disclosure page. You always protect yourself
Right.
and your community.
No, you're right. Because sometimes people do come into the community and then they get slapped with some fine maybe, and then they're like, "Oh, well, nobody told me that," and it's like nobody's telling them to do their due diligence either, because not many people know that you have these regulations in place that's catching people slipping.
Yep, I feel like someone just got caught up. Who got caught up? I can't think of the name right now, so I apologize. But a collection did get caught up on something like that, where it was actually just a full rug pull. They just ran off with the money, so of course they weren't looking for them. But they were promising payouts and people are going to get $500,000 a month and this and that. I was like, what?
First off, no, too good to be true. Red flag.
Where's Ebro's you played yourself thing?
Exactly. Like or like Donkey of the Week or whatever from the
Facts.
Breakfast Club. Like, first off, no. I can't even
Neighborhood
imagine.
Tales brings to you.
So funny. But I'm gonna have to look that up. This sounds funny. But can you tell us about your brand House of Kings company and how it came about?
Oh, so you want to go into real world stuff? All right,
Yeah.
all
We're
right. So
gonna
let's
dive
go into
back into Web3 though.
yeah. So it's all connected anyway in a way because that's where the vision came from. But House of Kings was born surprisingly out of the fact that I was a dancer myself. Um, I had my nice little run from like 2011 to 2016. I had a good dance run where I was doing YouTube partnerships. That was when the payouts were way better. Everyone will tell you that. We used to get like $800 checks a week just from 10,000 video views. um, Apollo Theater, I did a little bit. We did Battle Fest, stuff like that. For those of you in the city, you guys probably know Battle Fest here and there. World of Dance. So I had my nice little run. I turned that into, because I went by the name JD Royalty. As you can see, that has my side tag. From there, what we represented was the fact that we held it ourselves. You know, one, at a higher level. Two, we saw ourselves in a royal fashion. Three, we cared about our fashion. So we came with the outfits. Like, if we didn't win that day, we got best out dancer outfits of the day. I bet you that, because the way that we would come, it was always something different, you know. So and it went from there to I started making clothes for the dance team. People started asking me to buy clothes. From there, I started throwing it up on the website. I decided, as I got older, to change it, and I stopped dancing from the whole Team Royalty thing to House of Kings, and I turned the journey from Crowns. I made the motto Crown Season. So what Crown Season is you're chasing your dream. What is your dream? Your dream is your crown. So your crown represents any goal, any dream, anything that you want to accomplish in life. So it's Crown Season, all season. Chase your goals. And from there, we did. I sold 1,287 units
Nice.
far over time. So
Merch kept going. It's fire merch, man. I saw it. I visited the website, man, and I was like, yeah, man, you got some drip on here, man. So that was fire.
So I want to give away for the people who stuck around right now. Let's give
Yeah,
away something.
that's dope. All right.
I have
What's
an
the
NFT to give away. I'll give away a swaggy line. So the only person that cannot have a swaggy line in here is the swaggy and me, and I'll let King Henry slide today.
all right? So yeah, that's dope. The giveaway, you know how we love, man. We love giveaways here in Neighborhood Talk and Neighborhood Tales. So that's dope, man. All right, we'll more to come on the giveaway. So we appreciate that. You know, showing love to our neighbors. Uh, as far as like, we want to touch back on the Web3 gaming industry. You know, Neighborhood Tales. You know, that's what we're technology gaming company. And you know, I mean, what's your vision? What's your thoughts on Web3 gaming? You know, will it last, or you know, how much do you know about? How much do you look to get into the industry yourself?
Listen, if you was here, I'm gonna bring it back.
All right, all right.
So if you was here for either, if you was here for one, the RuneScape days or the Super Smash Brother tournament days, if you was around for those 2 days, then you know that we here long term. It's not going nowhere. This been around. This just the public is now figuring things out that we've been trying to do.
Yeah.
Right. So when it comes to gaming, right,
All right.
play to earn. I just feel the formula hasn't really been super successful yet because there hasn't been the rate of it's an economic term. There's too many people coming up, signing up, pulling out too fast instead of staying in the ecosystem and actually participating. If more participation was there, things like Access Infinity, you wouldn't see those stupid news clips, even though they're doing fine right now ever since they recovered. But things like that, there would still be huger payouts. People were living off of that for a little bit. So to continue that, wait till they figure out how to, because there was, what collection was this? There was a little 2D pixel collection where they made a game as if you played the game, and because you were playing the game, if you know cloud mining, they basically put the game screen over the cloud mining screen that you're supposed to keep open so that while you're playing, you're technically mining, and that's how they were paying people out. But then the whatever system that was found out that they were doing that and didn't allow them to do it anymore. But once they figure things out like that to connect my world with your world, mining into, imagine if you guys had miners and you just said, F it, we don't really need people paying or buying in the ecosystem. We have the miners that will distribute based on people's performance throughout monthly in my game. Imagine that, right? So
Right.
that's what I feel the future is. People are going to figure out that, oh, I could actually do this and live off of this. So we can focus on a gaming world. There's going to be gaming jobs where I can log into my Oculus, you know, oh, let me help someone psychologically by playing football with them. And then they're going to pay me in V-Bucks, you know, like mental health. That's a biggie right now, you know, especially after COVID. So let's talk about monetization. Yeah, I'm done today. Monetization of psychology, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk. Just because I already read into that realm, because I know there's an app. I have the Oculus, so there is an app that does meditation. There's an app that lets you fly and do certain things. So imagine if there was a psych app where I could log into right now. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling sad. I could choose the type of person I want to talk to. I need someone giggity. I need someone this or that, but it's technically a game. So they'll give it to me. I'm interacting with a person or a thing, and then I'm having fun. And but at the same time, I'm getting key pieces of knowledge, right? So if I'm getting these key pieces of knowledge where they'll say, hey, you know, XYZ is what a psychologist would say. So you need to breathe in and do this, 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 but I'm playing this and shooting zombies with you at the same time. So then it's like, yo, here's a tip. You killed that zombie and you told me I'm the man. Like, come on. You know, like I can see that being the future, gamified,
Yeah.
anything. Anything.
It goes deep. Like Web3 gaming will go so deep. It goes beyond, right?
And also, there's a developer here, my brother from another mother, Dr. Robotnik. If you eventually want to get him up here later on, if because I know you guys have some more questions.
Yeah, we got a few more for you. So we saw the tweet from you promoting the Swaggy Lions Club poker night. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah. So to keep, you know, enticing the community, I like to do community activities. So some Wednesday nights and Sunday nights, I usually do a poker night. Well, within the Discord, I gamified my Discord where if you have a PC, I figured out a little bot trick where in the voice is a whole. It's as if you're playing the Xbox, the new one, the version on the Xbox, and you paid for it. It's beautiful. So if you stack points, beat the leaderboards, you win an NFT. Sometimes I do cash prizes. Sometimes I do shirts. I also do other contests. I think this is something anyone should use. There's something called crew.xyz. It is a because Discord is done when it comes to invitation wins, trying to get people because too many people are using bots, stuff like that. They make you log in with your wallet. It's called crew.xyz. You'll log in and you can create quests and tasks for people, a part of your community, to do every day. If it's participating on Twitter, Instagram, lives, interacting with your profile, talking in spaces, figure out keywords, promoting you. You can give them quest points to do certain things. So that's what I've been doing, and that's actually been increasing my engagement better than focusing on these stupid invitation contests and 20 women win $50 on Twitter. Like,
I think you cut out again, JD.
what's the last thing you heard?
Um, Dang. How did I have a brain fart? But no. I think he was at the end of it. It was probably just the last word.
Yeah, but
But
yeah, I just gamified my Discord to make sure everybody's good. That's all.
well, I like it. You said it's crew as in CRU or CREW?
CREW 3.xyz. It's a great way to create engagement for your community.
So crew 3. All right. Hey, that's another gem right there.
It is. It is.
Dropping them tonight.
You've been dropping them, man. So I mean, just moving along real quick for you, JD, man. Wrapping up here in a bit. But what are you most excited about when it comes to the Web3 space? What's next? Is it integration, Web 2, Web 3? Talk to us about that, man.
I'm excited to see the true potential of integration because, for example, I am technically still on the big man's team, so I already know some of the things that could be possibly done with integrations for Web 2 to Web 3. But I'm going to leave it at that for that part. In terms of discovery and research, I feel that smart contracts are eventually going to come cross-chained. People can mint on anything that they decide to. I feel that people, like, you could already buy Starbucks coffee with Bitcoins and you earn NFTs. I already have NFTs on DraftKings. It's already happening. So I already see everything becoming integrated a little bit more. And as the dollar falls and starts to really fail, I hope so, people will see the value in more cryptocurrencies as well.
Super dope, man. I appreciate you providing your perspective on that. It's super, super dope. It's super important for us to keep the focus on like what's to come and what we're most excited about because we haven't really scratched the surface, right? You talk about the dollar falling, it's going to continue to fall, which means another currency is going to continue to rise, as we talked about Bitcoin. And I see you're a big, heavy XRP guy yourself, so super, super dope. Appreciate that context.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. And if you want some more dev talk, Dr. Robotnik right there. Great.
Oh yeah.
He actually participated with the staking contract. He's a great mind. He actually saved, if you want to go back to security talks real quick, he actually saved the collection from, I think, was it 300,000 or 3 million you got back for them, something like that. The whole collection basically lost out on having issues. Oh, he's the one that saved that rug page. You guys know about that rug page? There's a page that calls out rugs. They give you a score. So let's say if Neighborhood Tales happens to sell out next week, you're gonna get a random tweet about getting ranked on a rug page. They're gonna rate your community. They're gonna rate your Twitter. They're gonna rate a bunch of stuff. And yeah, I think Doc, you want to tell them that story?
Which one?
tell them about the rug page.
I don't
Keep
even
it
know.
clean though.
Nah, this recording.
Podcast
All right,
style.
I got it. My floor. How y'all doing?
Podcast style. Yeah.
We're good. How you doing?
I'm cooling. I'm cooling. Pleasure meeting y'all. I see the space recorded, so I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. But it was 4.3 mil. they sent to a burnt address. In essence, what they thought was a burnt address. But it's crazy because I was in a room full of hackers and they was like, yo, there's no way to get it back. I'm like, I look at it. I'm like, yeah, it is right there. It is like, nah, laughed me out the chat, like made a big joke about it, but then used the same method the next morning to say that they found it. But to say that they found it. But it was really me that just gave them the solution. So yeah, that was the situation he was talking about.
That's dope. But Dr. Robotnik, you gotta, just know, man. We coming for you, man. We want to get your perspective on Web 3, man. So we appreciate that story, man. That's it's a hell of a save, might I add, man.
It's
Yeah,
it's
we
like
had fun.
what it is in deploying these contracts. Some people are more focused on the bread, that they're not worried about securing a contract or making sure certain check requires is in the code to basically safeguard people bread, bro. So it's like, when we in this NFT projects, it's very important that we learn the code. So when we interacting with these smart contracts, we can go and know what we getting and what we getting into, and what can they do if they got this function, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you really need to know that stuff. Like, I've been trying to do it. I've been trying to do it for free. He'll tell you. I'll teach anybody anything that's going to help them, because I come from an environment where our options we felt was close to zero. So
Yeah.
Web3, Web3 allowed me to basically get out of that environment, because I became a developer. I got an in real life job managing a network for a university in Rochester, New York, and getting six figures, right, with no college degree. And I actually knew more than the people who had the bachelor's in computer science, and actually saved them money by coming in and telling them they could shut off their EC2
Self-taught.
instances. I came in, so I'm like, yo, why y'all using y'all EC2 instances at night when the students go home? Like, you're running a bill with AWS, so use a load balancer and offset that cost. They say 47,000 a month. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, like, and it came from YouTube videos. It came from me. It came from me being on house arrest with YouTube videos. So like, yeah, it's easy and obtainable. You could do it.
No,
Right.
I love it. We definitely gonna have to get you on the show, chop it up with you so we can pick your brain a little bit, if that's fine with you.
Yeah, I don't do nothing. I quit that job to come talk on Twitter all day and DJing. So yeah, I
All
don't
right
got no
then.
job. I'm coding, or I'm on Twitter, or I'm just doing life stuff. So I always got time.
All right, we'll hit you up, man.
Better up.
Yeah, so
All right.
that's my brother. That's my dev right there. That's one of my second devs, as you guys can see. Um, is Yo-Yo coming up today?
I'm not sure if you talking to your homeboy again.
No, Chiz.
Oh yeah, why your Chip, man?
Oh,
Chiz. It take a lot to get Chiz to come off mute, man. It's just. But I think we got an AMA with Chiz coming up, man. So you're gonna hear everything. So stay tuned for that, man. Uh,
yeah, but
yeah.
So what's neighborhood cooking up lately? Let's take a break from the swaggy love real quick. What's neighborhood cooking up? Cause I want to participate, and then we
Well,
got
no,
to
it's
give away the swaggy line also.
better up. Yeah. So why don't we do this, Mo? I feel like we should just transition right into our next segment real quick, and then we can hop into another topic if we got more time. It's the Capper Fact segment. Not sure if you're familiar with it, man, but let us drop it on you real quick. Basically, we're gonna ask you a quick series of questions, right? And all you got to do is respond Capper Fact. Give us your reason for why you chose Capper Fact, and I'm gonna let my dog Mocha go ahead and walk us through that first question.
yeah, man. So I know you ride it off of Polygon. So Polygon network is better than Ethereum or Solana. Cap or fact?
Fact.
You gotta let us know why.
Because it's the exact replication of Ethereum on a cheaper diagram. It's literally just a wrapped version, but also we have the ability to scale further because it is a layer two, which is what Ethereum became anyway. So we actually beat them. They copied us.
Yeah, I like it.
I do. All right, real quick. Next Capper Fact question for you, JD, is ETH 2 is better than ETH Classic. Capper Fact.
ETH 2 is better than ETH Classic. I'll give that a fact. I'll give ETH 2 some love
All right. All right. What's your reason and why?
because ETH 2, if you guys followed some of the interviews, I see what he's trying to do in terms of scalability and how many forks are coming. I forgot the name of the actual nitty gritty blockchain, if it's Nexus or something like that. but it's way better than that stupid the old one that we had that would crash every now and then you guys would end up having that $1,000 gas fee that you'd be like, whoa, where'd that come from again? And then you refresh the page and all of a sudden it's back to normal.
Back to normal. I forgot the name of that.
It's like Ganache or something like I don't remember.
Yeah, ganache is something, but that's something that developers use. I didn't think that that was something that was in like um.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Continue.
Oh, okay then. So XRP will hit an all time high before 2022 is done. Capper fact.
Run that back one more time.
XRP will hit a new all time high before 2022 is done.
That's a hard one. I can't call either on that. It depends on the court case. You know, that's like saying, damn, you coming
Yeah.
home this year?
Nah, man, they denied my parole.
But
Right.
I'm a ride or die, so it's like, oh, if that court case, once that court case is dropped, that thing's going poof to $7.
Yo.
Okay. If any of you guys know stock evaluations, let's talk about this. See, all of you
That's a good one.
Robinhood
That's a good
traders,
segue. Yeah.
traders. Stock evaluations. If you were to do a stock evaluation on XRP, it is between $5 and $7, and that is enough jump with my portfolio for me to be like, I'm out.
Yeah, no doubt. It's like doing a company evaluation where they might have only 70. They might only do like a revenue of 70 million, but in actuality, they're worth 500 million. So that's a real thing. That's a real thing. All right, and I think the last Capper Fact question we had, just one more for you, is talk about platforms. Coinbase platform is greater than Crypto.com platform. Capper Fact.
Yeah.
I can hear it. I can hear it all in your voice, man. You know, what's your thoughts? Capper Fact.
I got beef with Crypto.com because we in New York.
What?
So,
No, you gotta explain it.
right. See, Coinbase get on my nerves, okay?
Yeah.
But Crypto.com, I can't enjoy the experience. You limit. I gotta go on a VPN, or I gotta go. You see King Henry, I gotta go right down there. I gotta go to his house to see. He won't holding my Crypto.com. He got my Black Santas.
What? Oh, okay. I mean, I get you. Is it because of like your like where you live or something? Because I haven't ever had a problem with Crypto.com.
So you telling me I can go on Crypto.com right now and register and put my license in, and not gonna give me no beef like Binance does?
I have no idea, but all I know, I haven't ever had problems with Crypto.com.
Let me see. Hold on. You just got me excited. Uh-oh.
I've been
Mocca,
using
you
it since
stirred the pot.
2019.
Well, you probably OG status, because hold on. Let me see. What's your license? New York?
No, I'm from Mississippi.
Oh, that's why. You see, you didn't see the list. 49 states availability.
Ew. I mean,
I,
like,
I
I
just
mean,
happen to
they
be that
expanding
one.
everywhere though. Like, they even have like ties to like France now. Like, they expanding every single month to something new. I'm surprised they don't have all of the states yet.
So yeah, I no, but I did their platform. They're shitting on Coinbase.
Of course. See, I agree with that. 100%. But I do want to thank you for coming out. Like, do you have any final words for our listeners? How can they reach you? Keep up with you?
Check out Swaggy Lions Club. That's our page, Swaggy Lions Club, and the website swaggylionsclub.io. We are about love and peace. Come on over. Self-sustaining. Resignal will get you in DeFi down there. King Henry will make you laugh. And, Chiz is around. So we all here.
All love.
All love, all love. Well, no, we really appreciate you, JD, coming on, sharing your perspective of Web 2, Web 3 integration, the excitement that lies there, man. Everything Web 3, all the gems you dropped, man. We really appreciate it, man. And we want to
Oh,
thank you.
I got one more statement for you.
Yeah, what's the last statement?
Just know all JDs are great.
It's facts, man. Man, I'm damn near speechless, man, because this guy know what he talking about, man. This guy know what he talking about. Yo, but y'all know how we do, man. We keeping it rocking, man. This Thursday, we got CTO and co-founder of Sonar Muse, Mark, joining us talking everything Web3 here at Neighborhood Talk. And we want to make sure y'all get over to our Discord. We're giving away $100,000 in cash prizes. All you need to do is hop over to our Twitter page, click the link, all exclusive updates. Want to make sure you tapped in there. Y'all can find me, JD Jones, everywhere. It's been a pleasure hosting this space with you, Mocca, and I appreciate all you do for the space.
Hey, man, likewise. But I do just want to thank all the listeners for coming out and rock with us for episode 18 of Neighborhood Talks. Y'all can find us again, NH Tales on Twitter, Neighborhood Tales on every other platform. And I mean, like, we on everything from IG, TikTok, Discord, LinkedIn, Facebook, and you can catch the recordings of the Neighborhood Talks on our YouTube channel. You can also find me on Twitter and IG at Mocca on the Block. It's been a pleasure, y'all, and until next time.
It's a neighborly date in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly date in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly date in this beauty wood. Would you be